To enjoy an optimal flying experience, make sure you are always using the latest firmware. In this video, you will learn how to update the firmware for Mavic Mini. You can use the DJI Fly app or DJI Assistant 2 for firmware updates. Make sure that there is at least 15% battery left before beginning an update. Firmware updates with the DJI Fly app. Power on and connect the aircraft and remote controller. When your mobile device is connected to the internet, the DJI Fly app will automatically check the firmware version. If there is a new firmware update available, a prompt will appear in the app. Enter the firmware update page and tap Update. During the update, do not power off or exit the app. After the firmware update is complete, the aircraft will power off automatically. Firmware updates with DJI Assistant 2. To update the firmware using DJI Assistant 2, you will need to update the firmware for Mavic Mini and the remote controller respectively. Power on the aircraft. Connect your aircraft to your computer using a USB cable. Enter DJI Assistant 2, log in, and select the device. After the app shows the firmware version, tap Update and choose the latest firmware version. During the update, do not power off the aircraft, exit DJI Assistant 2, or remove the USB cable. After the firmware update is complete, the aircraft will power off automatically. Repeat the above steps again to update the remote controller firmware. Power on the remote controller. Connect the remote controller to your computer using a USB cable. Then select the device and the latest firmware version. After the update is complete, the remote controller will restart automatically.